Hello guys and welcome to F1 2017. This is going to be my F1 2017 career mode, and the team we are picking is Renault, and we are going to be driving not as ourselves but as Robert Kubica in an attempt to make him a world champion that he never managed to succeed in doing in 2008.
Yes, and I respect that. But my client has a championship to contest. So if you want our participation, I'm afraid the concessions are mandatory. Yes, that's fine. Get back to me when you can. Goodbye. No one ever just signs the contract. Anyway, thanks for coming by on such short notice. I just needed to cover a couple of quick things with you before you race. Firstly, as requested, here's a copy of your contract. It's a rolling deal. However, the team reserves right of termination if you fail to meet performance standards. You're second driver for now, but work hard, hit your targets, and I'll be able to sweeten the deal. I'm also looking to get you into some invitational events throughout the season. The experience and exposure from these will be great for your image. Plus, you'll get to drive some nice historic cars. Now then, go get ready for the next session, and good luck.
So we've just seen ourselves meet Emma Jenkins, our age, and we're currently the second driver, and we got into practice and doesn't start off well. On the track acclimatisation, we managed to bin it into the wall, but still managed to get a green objective score for that. Into the next practice session, and the the fuel consumption, we do get green in that practice session as well.
Got my message. Perfect. Welcome to home away from home. We get more real-time data from the factory now than ever before, and it all comes through here. So I have to spend more time checking over the reports and less time hunting you down in the hospitality suite. To that end... Sorry, just a sec. Yeah, Chris here. Is this important? I'm in the middle of something. Okay. Right. Well, that makes no sense. Have Sarah reset the simulation and run it again. Okay. Sorry about that. As I was saying, we've set up a desk for you at the front here. You can get onto the network from your laptop, so make sure to check the R&D screen regularly. And let us know how you want to use the data that we've collected over the weekend and through the practice programs. Also, bear in mind that the news from the factory won't always be good. Sometimes tests fail, like you've seen just now. And when that happens, we have to divert additional resources to fix it. C'est la vie, I'm afraid.
So I've just met Chris though, who's going to be in charge of our upgrade progress for our car, and we are about to get assigned 2,500 points amongst the other points we've just earned from practice alone, and we are going to upgrade parts of the car. We're going to do the chassis side of it, doing the two, I can't remember what they're called, the two little bits of the side there to improve efficiency and reduce the cost of future upgrades, and we're also going to upgrade the chassis itself, but all this takes time of course. And I believe we also go on to upgrade the whir of the engine, which affects everything by 10%. I believe it reduces it by, as we'll see in a second. Yeah, so here we are upgrading the efficiency of the engine there, so we get less wear. And now into practice 2. I believe this is a tyre wear test, or it might be the race strategy. And we managed to get purple in this. We get all 50 points for this session, but we didn't manage to do the qualifying pace. We were just too slow.
There's a bit of rivalry going on out there. This is good. Gets people talking about you. Just make sure you outperform them, okay?
And now Emma tells us about our new rival, which if you've seen F1 2016 will know that this year, again, it's going to be our teammate Nico Hülkenberg. So we need to make sure we're beating him in the sessions.
Where qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix should be getting underway shortly. Looking at this field today, Ant, do you think we're going to see anyone take a chance? Maybe run the harder of the available compounds and save some of the grippy tyres for the race tomorrow?
So we are in qualifying now, and not a great start, unfortunately, as we crash into the wall. So on our second lap, or it's our first lap that's going to be completed, we're going around now. We're on the ultra soft tyres, coming through the final sector, and I should mention I will be doing live commentary for the race because my computer isn't good enough to commentate over the racing, really, because the preview I look at isn't detailed enough and I can't really see what's happening. So live commentary will be on the racing, but we do get up to P10 that first lap there, and now we're onto our final lap of qualifying, and we are hoping to improve, and we are improving at the moment. We're green in the top right there and trying to get it break down for the final two corners. We managed to get okay exits, get the DRS open, and coming across the line now,
nice job.
It's going to be P10. But now we'll go to my live reaction because something very peculiar happened in this qualifying session, and as you'll see now.
Here's a look at your top three.
What are the Ferraris?
Bottas and Daniel Ricciardo. Goodbye for now then.
What
We're really just getting
has
started.
happened here?
Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Verstappen, Hülkenberg, Kvyat, Perez, Raikkonen and Vettel all haven't set a lap.
Today's race, of course, not simply the start of a new season, but the start of a new kind of Formula One. Anthony Davidson, great to have you with us once again. This is a big moment for the sport. Big changes to the technical regulations. The potential, perhaps, to give us the biggest shake-up since 2014. Very different cars visually and, fingers crossed, much faster as well.
Good thing then that combined these teams put in just a shade over 13,000 kilometres on the clock during testing. The cornering speed of these new machines is absolutely unbelievable. How many lap records are still held by Michael Schumacher from 2004? Well, on the right day, on the right tyres, we might just be threatening them this year. Wider tyres, wider cars, more downforce. I have to say they look great, and the qualifying spectacle is undebatable. Now the big question remains, can they follow? Can they race? Or have these new rules gone too far?
With that then, let's run through the grid order. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Massa, Lance Stroll and Grosjean, Ocon, Sainz, Magnussen and de Renault, Ericsson, Alonso, Pascal Wehrlein and Van Dorn, Vettel, Raikkonen, Sergio Perez and Daniel Kvyat. Hülkenberg and Max Verstappen completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
We've qualified above where we expected to be, so try
So
your
here we
best
are
to
now
hold on to this
for
position
the
in
start of
race.
this race. We're going to start off with the formation lap, of course, and I didn't mention, should have mentioned this at the beginning of the video, this season 50% races and short qualifying, unless I change it, and I'll let you know if I do.
Right,
But I did make a mistake at the beginning of this Grand Prix. Put 7 laps extra fuel in. Wait for the lights to go out. Here we go. 5 red lights. The lights are on for an age, but away we go at last. We've got a better start than Magnussen. Sainz has got a brilliant start. Ocon up ahead, or is it Perez? It's one of the Force Indias. Nice and calm into turn 1. Of course, there's a lot of slower cars ahead of us because of the weird ass qualifying. Gonna have a look down the inside of a couple of cars, braking sights. Can we get Ocon as well? Squeezes us, and Ocon's got the better of us. Outbraking Ocon into turn 5, I think it is. Not intentionally. And we're up into 8th position. If we can get a points position today, that'd be an excellent start to the season. But of course there's many quicker cars behind us that started low down the grid. Hopefully the slower cars like us can keep them held behind. Through the fast chicane, we're very heavy with fuel at the moment, so we must keep an eye out for that. Oh, we've gone deep. Luckily Sainz hasn't made the most of it. We need to try and keep up with Ocon. Similar level of car, that doesn't make sense. Hamilton in the lead by the looks of it. He did the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, and now Magnussen is challenging Sainz into turn 1. We've missed our braking point as a result from looking at it. Those two are going side by side. Gone wide through there as well, and now Magnussen's got past Sainz, but Sainz is fighting back. Oh my god. He's bearing down on us. We are holding him up, definitely. We're holding this entire field of cars up pretty much. It's a good train. There's a Ferrari on the back of this train, and now Magnussen's going to try and have a go at us. He's to our right hand side. We're leaving the space, but he's really compromised himself there. We left him all the space he needed. Uh-oh. Magnussen's got DRS. Going to defend to the inside. He's going to try it around the outside. He's a little bit of contact, but we've got away scot-free at the moment. Safety car. Verline is out of the race.
Watch your delta. Make sure you keep it positive
now.
so catch the pack. Alright then, some information on
what do we do?
Verline.
I feel like we should pit, but then we'd be sacrificing a lot of track position and we don't have the outright pace. We'll see what the leaders do.
We have 2 stops planned.
No one has pitted.
Release.
Oh, that was weird. I don't really understand how the clutch works on this now.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. You'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Jeff, this strategy better work.
Rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now.
10 to 15 minutes. It's a good job we pitted. Ah! Don't crash into Verstappen. That would be a terrible, terrible thing to do. We're past Van Dorn though. Caught napping on the restart. But now look how far behind Verstappen we are. And look how slow that McLaren is. Here we go on Alonso. Can we get the better of him? Easy enough. That Honda engine in the McLaren not doing Alonso any justice, the 2-time world champion. And that safety car, at the moment, should my driving improve, we could be up for a very, very strong finish. And we're already up to P10. And there's plenty more cars yet to pit. And hopefully with a bit of slipstream we might shape a move into this right-hander. It doesn't look like we're going to be close enough. So we'll stick behind it for now. We should get DRS on the next straight if we don't manage to pass him before the next straight anyway. He is holding us up now though. He is very, very slow. But we've actually got a poor exit. That is disastrous because we may struggle to pass Ericsson. Coming down into turn 1, we've got to do it. We're going to lose too much time. Diving down the inside. Cutting the corner a little bit. Ericsson's still there. But we've got a second help with a DRS, and then the McLaren's going to try it on Ericsson. But we're not too bothered about that. And now next up is Verstappen, but Verstappen is a faster driver and in a faster car. So hopefully we can just keep with him relatively.
0.6 seconds.
Now Valtteri Bottas is coming up behind us. That's one of the fast front runners. And this is going to slow us down in about a lap's time or so. He's on ultra soft, so he must be making another pit stop. Very aggressive by the looks of it for the Mercedes. Unless Bottas, of course, was one of those got affected by the weird qualifying. But I do believe he was on the front row. Now we have a choice here. We can hold him up, or we can let him through nice and easily. But we've lost the back end, so we don't really have much choice. We've just caught it. And there goes Bottas.
We're expecting rain in around 10 to 15 minutes.
And that rain that was due in 10 to 15 minutes about 10 minutes ago is now due in 10 to 15 minutes. Hulkenberg's in the pits. The front runners in general, by the looks of the minimap, are in the pits, and we should be gaining a handful of positions here. And this is where we could potentially be getting a fantastic result today, up into P3. Bottas ahead. I am not too sure who's in first position at the moment. Raikkonen was up front. A Ferrari was leading the race by at least 8 seconds, because Bottas is 8 seconds ahead of me. And can we get out ahead of him in the pits? Mass is making a move on us down the inside. We're going to try and outbrake him towards the outside, keeping it in there. He's still there. We've lost the back end. We've had to lock up to keep it going. And now the Red Bull's getting past us of Daniel Ricciardo. Now Lewis Hamilton. We're going to outbrake both of them, but we've gone deep. And we've lost a handful of positions there. That was stupid. We should have just let them through. And now we're down to P6, but would we have kept them behind for long? I don't think so. But the Red Bulls are really in with this chance of getting some really good points today. The car not quite up to scratch with the Mercedes and the Ferrari, but they've currently got track position. And now Vettel on soft tyres is going to try and get past us. I am going to block him as much as possible, because we've dropped enough positions. He can suffer this time, not us. And now Vettel's going for the move. We're going to block him towards the inside. He has to go to the inside. We're going to try and go around the outside. No, we're not. We're going to... Oh, we've made contact with him. We've not lost any of the front wing, according to the graphic. Which I don't think is too true. And now we've got a Toro Rosso of Carlos Sainz going up the inside of us. We're losing positions. Hand over fist. There was contact there. You could hear it. And now there's yellow flags somewhere. I hope that's not for Sainz. And now the virtual safety car is out. I don't know what for. Roman Grosjean, sorry, is out of the race. And we're going to keep burning fuel. We're in 6th gear. I didn't realise we were in 6th gear. Mass is out of the race. Cars are dropping like flies at the moment. There is Felipe Massa. Will a safety car come out? I won't think so. Just after having a VSC. Sainz is into the pits now. Magnussen's on the back of us. We're up into P5. Due to the pit stops and all the cars retiring. Only 17 left now. And there's a right train behind us. Bearing in mind we have had these tyres on 12 laps and they're 48%. Can we go another 12 laps? Not if we lock up like that and miss the corner. That's horrendous. And now Perez is all over the back of us. We're going to have to defend to the inside. He's gone around the outside. I'm going to keep my nose in here. Contact with the front wheels there. Massive amounts of understeer, probably due to the tyre wear.
Expecting some rain soon. Expect the first drops in the next few minutes.
Rain is on its way, according to the engineer, so we may not have to go to the end of the race on this set of tyres, which is a luxury, believe you me. As we've locked up into the penultimate corner though, really starting to struggle. The car is massively overweight due to the fuel that we have. And these tyres are going off, so that combined effect is not helping. And now Perez is attacking us. And we're going to try and hold it around the outside. The same move we've done multiple times when we've been attacked. We've lost the back end, but not as bad as we usually have to. Perez is going to attack us. Raikkonen's taking the lead. How he's done that, I'll never know. He started 16th. Perez trying around the outside. We've locked up. We've hit him. Whether we've got front wing damage, I do not know. We've lost the end plates. It doesn't say we've got damage. or too much anyway, but we've lost all of our end plates, and now we're really locking up. Very, very difficult now to keep the car in a straight line. I don't want to pit this lap. Oh, we've lost the back end. It's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong.
Considering switching to an alternate strategy, do you want to change or stick to plan A? Understood, copy that.
I do want to switch strategy. And after spinning it, we have nothing to lose now. It's all gone wrong.
Exit now.
At least Kvyat is in the pits. If he puts intermediate tyres on, DRS is disabled. In previous games, that's normally the sign for the crossover point. Kvyat has put intermediate tyres on, and we've not replaced our front wing. Maybe it's just a lack of grip. Maybe the front wing is fine. It is green, so we should really be okay. Let's see how fast we can go on these intermediate tyres. Can we stay in the points? At the moment, we're P15, of course. This rain has come very, very quickly. Cars changing positions in the pits. We really need to be getting out ahead of them now. This is the moment of truth. We're past Magnussen. We're past quite a few cars. Past the Red Bull even. Can we get past the Mercedes? We've got the overspeed. He's blocked as well. We're onto the curb. Lost the back end. And it looks like we're not getting past Hamilton. He probably would have got ahead of us anyway. Nico Hülkenberg's ahead of him. We need to use Hamilton to get past our teammate. Now Verstappen's got a run on us. We've gone very slow through that chicane. Verstappen tried it round the outside. We're not going to let him. We've got better traction, would you believe it? But now we've gone wide into the third to last corner. We're going to try and... Now we're just going to let Verstappen through. We've not got the grip. More cars are in the pits though. Wasn't expecting that. And now we're up into P8. So points are still on the cards here. It's actually preventing Stroll from overtaking us. But we've locked up into the first corner. We've managed to actually get it turned in, but we have gone slightly deep. Is Stroll going to threaten us? He's right on the back of us. He's going to try it down the inside. We're going to squeeze him. He's outbroken us slightly. We're going to try it around the outside. We've made contact. We've lost part of our front wing again. Still a lot of contact. We've run wide. And now the McLaren has got past Alonso. I have not a clue where Stroll's gone. But now it's damage limitation. Ironically, because of the amount of damage that we've got. 5 laps remaining. I'm being asked to pit due to our front wing damage. There's not a chance we're getting Nico Hülkenberg now. We just got to stay in the points. But we've gone wide through the high-speed chicane. Now Stroll is really challenging us. This could be the end of our P8. But we've managed to outbrake him somehow. We've locked up horribly. And yet we've still got the position. There was minor contact. But now we've gone wide again. Stroll's going to try it. No, he's not. Oh, he's going to try it. He's going to try it around the outside, which will turn to the inside. And this could be when he overtakes us. And he has overtaken us. Can we keep with him? We don't have the grip. As we know, we don't have the engine power, but we do have the fuel. We've gone too deep there. Really trying to turn, but because of the front wing damage we've got, it's all in vain. There's yellow flags behind. I would not mind a virtual safety car at the moment. Just to prolong staying in, well, now 9th position. Stroll is getting away, but he shouldn't really get higher than 9th now, 8th, sorry, because Hülkenberg is miles down the road. Risky accelerating on the curb in there. Now Perez is trying it on Alonso. There's some fast cars behind us. There's a Force India that's trying it on Alonso. Alonso's keeping it in there. He's got the inside line for the next corner. Alonso should surely win that. But now he's on the outside for the left-hander. He's contacted with us. He's hit us. But in doing so, he's kept the position he must have locked up. But there's a Red Bull And there's a Force India in this train. The Force India's trying it on Alonso. This could be the end for the points for the McLaren. Whether we can outbrake him or not, why are we looking behind? We really need to be focusing. But this is a fantastic battle. But now, the Force India's got ahead. Arguably the same downforce as us and has a better engine. We could be saying goodbye to P9 in the end of these laps. Ocon's going to try it around the outside. He's still there, Ocon. He's contacted with us. Ocon gets past. Plenty of contacts. Yellow flags. Cars are off. That looks like a Red Bull. We've lost P9 because of a dirty, dirty move there from Ocon. We could have given him more space, potentially. It's only 15 runners remaining. The McLaren pits, he must have damage. Magnussen is now behind us. Everything is going off in this race. I've not got a clue who is out of this race. I didn't see the notification if there was one or not. I'm not too sure. Carlos Sainz out of the race. That's a notification. Daniel Ricciardo is out of the race. If he was lapping cars, we'll be gaining a position. We've passed where Daniel Ricciardo retired. So it must not have been a leading car, Daniel Ricciardo, because we are still in 10th position. And here we go, onto the final lap. 15 seconds off the fastest lap. Valtteri Bottas has won the race. And we've gone deep into the first corner, looking backwards. The Haas is going to be trying it on us. We're going to keep the inside line. We must keep 10th place. Outbraking him, but I feel we're going to go too deep. Really struggling to get turned in. We're losing the back end, we're losing everything. Front end, back end, power, sliding, everything. No grip whatsoever. The tyres are shot, nearly 50%. The front wing, we haven't had one for half the race. Have to let off the power through a corner that is flat in the very wet, usually. That is how little grip we have. Cars pressuring. We're being lapped by a car that has finished the race. That is how slow we're going. Tiptoeing through the chicane, we could be going much quicker, but it's not really an overtaking position. So if we slow it down, we should really hopefully we're reducing the thread. But now the Haas is going to try at us with just 4 corners remaining. He's going to try it around the outside. We are going to shut the door. Closed. And now Bottas has really helped us out there by lapping a car, though he's finished the race. Hopefully does not do the same to us. Penultimate corner has been accomplished. Now the final corner. And it looks like in the first race for Renault, Robert Kubica is going to score points. Only one, but nonetheless, a point.
That was a strong drive and a good finish. Well done.
A great win then for the Mercedes team today. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well, they clearly have a car that comes alive in the kind of conditions we were dealing with today. It's a very balanced package in the wet, and what that means is that the drivers have confidence to attack. And having that confidence gets you on the power earlier, it lets you brake later, and can put you a long way up the road.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix. And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. Valtteri Bottas takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after an excellent result. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Max Verstappen. When I was his age, I was just jumping into single-seaters for the first time. The fact that he's here in Formula 1 and putting in performances like that still amazes me.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes move to the top of the table. After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
So that's going to be the end for this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. It's a lot longer than it usually be. It's got to 30 minutes long. That's just because it's the first episode. Frantic race. We've got all the introductions over with, so they should be a lot shorter, these episodes, hopefully only 20 minutes long. But if the races are as frantic as they are, they will be longer like this one. But I do hope you've enjoyed the video, of course. Subscribe if you're new around here, and let me know of any ways I can improve this video in the comments below. But with that, I will see you guys next time.